50 states in 100 days. No small feat. Let's check out how Chris Strub did it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dan from millennialmotivator.ca, helping you learn how to create, engage, and inspire. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down there, the little bell next to it. You'll get notified when my next video goes live. Today we are dropping a book review, and it's been a while since I did one of these, but I had a request from Chris Strub on Twitter to drop a book review on his 50 States in 100 Days book, and I loved it. I've just got to be honest, up front, not a paid promo, nothing to do with that. In reality, I loved it. I'm going to go over here real quick some of the value that I saw inside the book. I highly recommend you check it out. So if you don't want to watch the entire video and you just are pumped for a new book to add to the list, link is down below. Check it out. Grab a copy. He's got it on Kindle. I wish he had an audiobook, but he doesn't have it yet, or a physical copy. That's always there for you. But without further ado, let's get down to why this book blew me away. So what's the book all about? That's always the best place to start. Well, for any of you that are entrepreneurs out there, you know what it's like to get the bug, right? That new idea where you gotta go out and you gotta do this thing that's inside your head. This is how the story starts. Chris is all about this idea to get out there and just travel the states, go right across, plan out this massive journey where he's gonna find all of these nonprofits that he can just plug into, get inspired by what they're up to, and pursue their passion alongside them. What's the link between all these nonprofits? They have to serve youth. That's it. That's the only qualifier. And as he travels across the states, you see these amazing things happen where, does he conquer burnout? Yes. Does he face all kinds of challenges getting from one place to the next? Absolutely. Does he meet hundreds and hundreds of amazing people, get invigorated by their passion for who they're serving and how, and build a massive network that supports each other? Yes. If you want to see what it looks like to start from nothing, have a crazy idea, and pursue it with absolute passion, regardless of burnout, regardless of exhaustion, and really build something amazing out of it, this book is for you. It's going to inspire you. It's going to definitely drive you to say, I'm going to do something crazy. Come along. So that's the start. That's the preface of this. That's how he built this book. 50 states, 100 days, and one wild journey. What was the value that I grabbed from him? What really inspired me with this wasn't just that Chris was working alongside nonprofits, helping the leadership in the organizations. It was that he was inspiring so many young people. And that may seem like a, well, yeah, so what? The reality is this: Chris has made an investment in the next generation. Legacy is a big thing for me. As a father of 7, as well as having done some local volunteer with young startups, young businesses, young groups, youth speakers, youth leaders, cadets, I have a huge passion for helping the next generation improve, go beyond where we are. And Chris does this in tease. What you're gonna love to see is, as Chris moves from one group to the next, he's inspiring this next generation to stand up, move up. And whether this is getting into the thick of it and doing practical things and learning practical skills, or giving them the morale boost that they need to escape their current circumstances and grow, Chris just blows me away as each group finds that inspiration that they need from him, and they become a part of the journey that he's along. They're cheering him on, they feel like they're a part of it, and that gives them the motivation to keep doing what they're doing with new vigor. It's a really amazing way to see how, as you start down your own journey, each new network, each new connection that you plug into is going to build up the previous one and the next one to follow. It's a really great reminder that as we take it on an ambitious journey, the journey isn't about beginning and end. Each step along the way is really important. That he did that while supporting legacy and growing legacy is unbelievable. I love the passion that he's got behind it, and I love the lives that he's touched because of it. I can only wait to see 5, 10, 15 years down the road how this journey didn't just grow Chris, it grew thousands around the US. The next thing that really blew me away with this was the power of digital connections. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, digital relationships are not quite the same as real world, and that may be true. What you need to realize is digital relationships are actually quite powerful in their ability to create real world connection if you're willing to go that extra mile. Yes, digital relationships have that distance factor for sure, but that doesn't mean that a connection can't be made in real world. Seeing how Chris built this beautiful journey across the states, and then each digital connection that he made became this beautiful real-world relationship that he continues to foster to this day. Those relationships didn't disappear once the book was written and the journey was done. Instead, he maintained those relationships and continues to maintain those relationships. I think that's something powerful that every entrepreneur, every small business can take away, is just because you're making a relationship digitally doesn't mean that it doesn't have the potential to become a valuable real world connection. Making that clear distinction in your mind that a digital connection is only the beginning and there are real world implications to that can be so powerful in building a network, not just nationally, but internationally. So if that wasn't enough to get you to read the book, if that amazing connection between legacy and this journey isn't powerful enough, if understanding that digital relationships so easily convert into a real world community, if that's not going to get you there, what is going to get you there is this. There's a powerful lesson in how to properly craft a roadmap, even though things may seem impossible at first. To take on this massive undertaking of a journey of 50 states in 100 days with a whole bunch of different nonprofits, different schedules, different people. The reality is this: it is a massive undertaking when you do it. The beautiful part, what I love Chris did here, is instead of looking at it like this one massive journey, he took it piecemeal, one step at a time. Instead of 50 crazy things packed into one, he saw it as one journey at a time, one step at a time. Let's move slowly, one thing to the next, to the next. He essentially lays out a powerful mechanism that a lot of people miss in their business, and that's that you don't need to do it all at once. Get the ball rolling, move one step at a time. As you build that momentum, it's going to grow, and the next step you take will be more powerful. He lays out very simply how he creates a successful roadmap that takes him from unknown beginnings to a successful end. It is so key and so core, and a beautiful message that you can see interlaced throughout the entire book. It's a huge testimony to building out a roadmap, having a clear strategy, and moving forward one step at a time. Those are the big takeaways that I have, guys, for the book. There's so much more packed into this. I couldn't possibly do it justice in a 10-minute YouTube video. But here is the reality. I highly recommend the book, and if you're not going to grab the book, I highly recommend you go follow Chris over on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere you can grab the guy's stuff. So I'm going to drop links to his social profiles down below as well. I highly encourage you follow him because after his 50 days, he didn't stop. He kept the ball rolling and is still going today. So go check him out, give him a follow. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody that's looking for a powerful read this weekend. Take it easy, guys. Till the next video.